Hello, and welcome to the Desi Quest set. It definitely feels a little surreal to be saying that, since this show has been 3 years in the making and probably longer in the wanting. And we're only here, and this is only real, because of your support. Apparently, you wanted to see this show as badly as I wanted to make it. And I'm so excited for you to see what you've helped create. I hope you'll join me in diving into Vihar headfirst with my players, because every corner of this world has been crafted with love. I'm very proud of being Punjabi. I'm proud of having spent half my life there. And I'm so excited that I get to marry two of my favorite things, my Punjabi roots and tabletop RPG. And my hope is that if you're new here, maybe you'll learn a little bit about me and where I come from. And if you're just feeling a little disconnected from your roots, well, welcome home. This adventure is gonna have all of the bells and whistles. There will be blood, action, adventure, romance, and if I've done my job as a proper Desi DM, a few tears as well. So, join us at the table, which we're naming the Kohinoor. And more importantly, welcome to Desi Quest. Welcome to the table, players.
We took it back.
We've got our beautiful diamond table. We've got our players more valuable than diamonds. I'm so excited to play this game with you.
Stop.
Stop. Keep going.
2 diamonds.
Okay, 2 diamonds. Yeah. I make my own crown out of it.
Are you ready to play some D&D?
Hell yeah!
Welcome to Vihar. We open on a bustling station full of commerce. The air is thick with all kinds of scents. You smell spices, arcane components, cow dung, just about everything you can imagine. But more than anything, Ash, you smell a piece of home. A piece of a home you didn't know you had. As you step off the boat, pondering the large airship docked just above you with a massive balloon holding aloft the Sky Haveli with a beautiful brand new paint job yet to be christened with its very first voyage, you wonder how quickly it could have carried you across the ocean. Unfortunately, such pursuits are out of your economic range. You ponder the leaky boat, the leaky tub from the developing nation you're from that brought you here, and you take in your very first Viharian scene. Can you describe to us what Ash looks like?
He's in Lederhosen, because he's from a sort of Germanic-inspired, elfin-inhabited area. Generally, he looks like a tourist. I mean, even though he is technically Vihari in his background, they can tell he's non-resident. Let's just put it that way. So, yeah, he's got his cleric's chainmail kind of underneath a pretty gaudy vestment. And, yeah, he's rocking his pretzel that he's chomping on And you'll notice that he's not eating it from his hands. His tail is feeding him his pretzel, because he's from Brezelwald, which is the land of pretzels. Yes.
Does it look something like this?
Oh, it does.
Look, there's Punch, my tail. Isn't it so sweet?
Punch.
Punch, punch.
And that means tail?
Yes,
Hindi, it means
yes,
tail.
it means tail.
That's cute.
It's pretty adorable.
Look at his little handsome little fella.
Okay. You've heard that there is an uncle's brother's cousin friend who is supposed to meet you here on the platform.
Yes.
As you gaze around, you see crates of spices, leather, fabric, spell-casting components being like sort of trucked around, letting off little thin plumes of smoke as they do so. You smell a faint ammonia smell from a gentleman next to you, a tiefling with buffalo horns, as he kind of gruffly nudges you out of the way, pushing and rolling, I should say, a barrel ahead of him.
Oh, excuse me. I was in the way of the barrel, so I'm so sorry. Okay. Good times.
That's culture.
And he continues rolling the barrel. People pushing past each other to go about their business, throngs of humanity, giving you sidelong looks, not necessarily because of the way that you're dressed, but mostly because you are standing very much in the way. Give me a perception check.
The first roll of Daisy Quest. Okay.
No pressure, you're just setting the,
stage.
the tone for this entire campaign.
I'm +7, and I want to, I got to use the real dice for the first roll. Come on. And my cute little dice tower. Here you go.
What'd you get?
Okay. A 6 + 7, 13.
You notice not the description of your uncle's, brothers, friends, cousins. The details get fuzzy.
Yeah.
You don't notice anyone of that description on the platform, but you do notice a small goblin with a bushy Tom Selleck mustache, long hair, a smart little, conductor-style hat, green clothes, and a long woven shawl wrapped unceremoniously around his neck. He comes over and he goes, yeah, I'll take luggage, yeah. And he just starts calmly grabbing your luggage and stacking it up. Okay.
I assume this is, you're licensed for this, I imagine?
That could actually be considered offensive to us.
Yeah. He looks up at you and says, yeah, license, yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, take everything. Here you go.
He takes all of it, stacks it up high on his shoulders and on his head.
Very stackable.
Taking a couple of your suitcases and holding them in his hands, and he wanders into the crowd.
Okay, so I start chasing after him. Yeah.
Give me a athletics check.
Oh, no. Okay, come on, Punch, let's do this. A 19.
A 19. Yeah.
Cool.
You're able to push your way past all of the moving people, and you manage to find the small goblin again, still walking just kind of at a determined clip with your luggage.
Okay, excuse me, I assume you know my cousin's brother's uncle's son?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great. And you know his name, right?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Beta.
Beta? That's so cool. That's what my mom calls me, too. What a coincidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did say that he was
Beta.
a sweet Beta. Yeah, okay, all right. Continuing to trust you. Let's go to him.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the platform, a covered cart pulls up outside, led by two very large, very woolly, cloven-hooved animals, somewhat resembling water buffalo, but with a thick, curly mat of hair kind of falling over the eyes. You recognize these beasts, Auntie, because this is your friend Bullwinder's cart. I shouldn't say friend, maybe nephew.
Yes, he's much younger, I think.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Okay.
He's He's a young gentleman, married now, unlike when you first met him.
Wow. Very nice, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. To a lovely girl who makes perfectly round rotis, you know.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. It just came out.
Yeah. You are rather fond of her chai making skills.
Okay, wow, jackpot.
Yeah. You get along very well. She knows all the town's gossip. You've heard that your friend, Mirka, is receiving someone at the station today and needs a rather large vessel in which to cart all of their luggage. And so, of course, you know Balwinder sitting unceremoniously in the driver's seat would be more than happy to bring you. He steadies both of the beasts, and since, like I said, you know them, Sandalwood and Ilechi.
Oh, delicious scents.
And the beasts themselves actually do smell pretty good as a beast of burden can smell. They have large, gentle eyes and 3 tails that swish restlessly, their double sets of horns kind of shaking impatiently. You're sitting here with Sithara and waiting for this man to come out, as well as Mirka. We'll start with Sithara. Sithara, what do you look like?
Sithara is a very bold-looking woman. There's nothing small about her appearance. She's big hair, big makeup eyes, colorful flowers around her hair. She's wearing a beautiful, sort of like a mixture of fabrics wrapped around her in a vaguely similar to dhoti pants, you know, just similar, like pulled up pair of pants. So they're practical but gorgeous. And sitting next to her is her companion, a trusty companion, Chotu, the squirrel. The giant squirrel.
And what does Chotu look like?
Chotu is about 3 feet long. With a big bushy tail. No, this is accurate. National Geographic, I'm telling you. From tip to tail, he's about 3 feet long. Big bushy tail, and he has multicolored fur. So there's a cobalt blue and a purple and a gold, sort of marigold color. And he's just sitting next to her, just keeping an eye out for things. He seems very alert, very aware, very excited that they're in the marketplace.
Does he look something like this?
Chotu, mera beta. My little. Okay, so he's theoretically, I can't. He's
gigantic.
He's
yeah.
gigantic.
This one's much.
This is
this one has been reduced by a
Yes,
spell.
no, this is him after he's worked out a lot. You know, he's spent some time.
Generally.
That's him on keto.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. This is when he tried that keto business. Keto beto. I don't believe in any of it.
We're already there. We're already at saying the words with another word. Yeah. You sit in the cart. The back of it has windows that are adorned with different colored fabrics, not unlike the ones here, sort of covering the windows. Sunlight streams in through one, and outside it is a beautiful Viharian day. Absolutely gorgeous. Maybe a little too hot, but you are in the coastal region, so there is a nice cool breeze kind of kicking up and coming in gently through the window. You're sitting across from
Laddu auntie.
Laddu auntie. And Laddu auntie is a bit of a stark contrast to Sithara.
Yes. So firstly, Laddu auntie is not like the glitz and the glam. She is very much as she woke up, like each and every day. She sleeps with a messy braid, or no, she sleeps, with her hair in kind of a little thin towel, and then she puts it into a messy braid in the morning. She wears one of 2 saris that are 1,000 years old. She doesn't wish to buy anything new. She wears the oldest sandals in the entire world, and she'll hit you with one if you're annoying. She has had the same gold jewelry on that she seemingly never takes off, just like a ring that is basically cemented to her finger, a bangle that is cemented there. She always kind of looking out for, be careful, Melody, you know, very, always looking out, trying to parent, to mother from afar and from inches away.
Amazing.
Yes.
Rika,
Yes.
do you know how to roll a D100?
I literally thought you were joking when you said that was a thing.
We're gonna learn today.
Okay.
We're gonna learn today.
What the hell?
So, I do
gonna
it.
be okay.
I do it old school style. You have 2 dice. You have one that has like double digits.
Oh, I've seen those. I think.
Yes. Yes.
That's what they do.
I didn't know that's what that was. I was like, these are stupid.
Yeah. And then you have another that has single digits on it.
Yeah, that's similar looking.
Yeah, that's very similar looking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Joyful right now.
The one with the zeros represents the sort of tens place. These are what we call like percent die.
Can I tell you what I thought you were gonna pull out?
What?
I literally was like, is someone gonna pull out a 100-sided die? I'm gonna throw up. That's gonna look so fucking crazy.
Yeah. Give me a roll.
32.
You are 32 minutes late.
I literally thought you were gonna say years old. I'm like, no, I'm not.
You were supposed to be here 32 minutes ago.
Okay, and I will say Laddu Auntie does not notice that. Even if it is true, IST, she's like...
Sounds on time.
Yeah, pretty on time for her.
Yeah.
Despite anyone that was hurrying her out the door. Daddy, wait, Daddy, wait.
Yeah. So, you know, Mirka, you probably realize that poor Ashwin has either been waiting for some time, probably a little bit confused on the platform, but Auntie doesn't care.
Oh, there she is. Laddu.
She's about to hit you.
Yes!
Ek laugh for Maris.
Yeah, she's about to hit you. Wow, incredible. Bye. Break her right in half. And she has a ladle. Yeah, for those who don't know, a laddu is like a little sweet kind of thing that you eat. It's very delicious.
Delicious treat.
And yeah, this is an auntie that's known for making them.
Mirka, it occurs to you that your uncle's, cousin's, brother's, friend's, sister's, brother, nephew is probably a little confused inside. You notice that there is like a rush of humanity coming out of the door as this boat has like a few boats, I should say. Their entire passenger load has disembarked at once.
Got it.
Sending, like I said, a rush of tieflings, dwarves, humans, all types of people into the streets. You don't immediately see a person of the description matching Ash.
Okay, so I'm like standing at like the harbor where like the boats are pulling up.
You're standing outside the station that is erected around the harbor. There is this massive marble structure. You are in the capital city of Sarpani, Chand Bay.
Okay.
Chand Bay is a place full of commerce. It is home to the biggest port. It's actually quite a bit away from your hometown or where you're stationed in Diwane, but you know, it's a beautiful city. How many times have you been here, would you say?
Oh, I've been here at least 10 times.
At least 10 times.
At least 10
Yeah,
times.
you know your way around Chand Bay.
Yeah.
But you also know there are a lot of people in Chand Bay. The city stretches across a bunch of isles, kind of dotting this somewhat of a floodplain region. The air is salty and sweet, and you hear the call of beautiful multicolored birds and cranes as they soar over your head. They distract you for a moment before you realize why you're here, as very brusquely, a few people kind of push past you as you're standing outside the cart. Balwinder, a dwarf with a turban and a walking stick, kind of like smacks the side of the cart and says to you,
I need you to use your words.
your friend, where's your
Oh yeah, yeah. I've got to go pick up my my cousin. Yeah, absolutely. How much do I owe you?
it's free.
I will pull out like a stack of cash and just like hand it over.
He slaps you.
How much damage?
What are you?
Is that an attack? because I have a reaction.
Yes.
So I have like a large, like very heavy, like cloak essentially. And it just looks like a huge, just like chunk of fabric. It's very pronounced, but as that slap goes through, there are intricately within the sleeves a ton of electronics that I've built in that sort of fire up as a reaction, and I cast Shield, bringing my AC up to 20.
Yeah. Bounce slaps harmlessly against your shield, but it was really more like the sentiment.
Yeah.
That,
Just
because
like a
he's like, yeah, because he's like, what are you doing?
Right, okay.
I'm here as your friend. I'm not gonna charge you money.
I appreciate that, and every time I hear it, I just want
This
to pay you
isn't
more.
a ride share.
No, I understand that. I
know?
just want to thank you for your services. You did a fantastic job.
Your friend is a foreigner, right?
Well, yeah, my family.
You don't think he's gonna be scared, confused, alone, doesn't speak the language?
And he's late, 32 minutes. Willfully gets information wrong.
He's late.
Roll me a d4 to see who
he's
caused the
early.
lateness.
I do think it was our fault, but 2.
Clearly. Of course it was my fault. Look, everyone can wait. You can't like just look like this all the time. It requires work. It requires training. It requires a certain hand, People will wait.
So your friend.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, Butcha, let's go. And Marka's little buddy pops up, and it's like a robotic servant, but like it's my friend, and it's like a mechanical red panda that can fly. So little jets kind of fire up as we kind of jump out of the wagon together.
Yeah, this creeping monstrosity of metal and steam and creaking bones, dripping a little bit of oil out of the elbow, comes out and goes beep boop.
Let's go, Butcha.
Cello.
Chotu just starts chittering. Chittering into my ear. I know. No. Of course you're my favorite. Of course you're my favorite.
Butcha Link winks at you before it leaves.
Hare, you.
Auntie, if you get grossed out every time a man makes a face at me like that, you're going to have an upset stomach.
Oh, she's sick.
And Butcha moves with you through the crowd.
We start we're just like running through the crowd, and we're running, and I bump into someone like right by like another like wagon that's like automated, and I like stop and go like, "Hey, how much for this wagon?"
This is not for sale.
Okay, fine. I'll double it. How much for this wagon?
I am selling what is in the wagon. Not the wagon.
Like the engine pieces. Do you mean like in terms of the mechanics that are going on? I have to pick up my cousin. I'm looking at this and I'm getting, you know what? I'm sorry. Actually, don't worry about it. And I just turn and I break through the crowd.
Yeah, give me a perception check to see if you can find someone matching Ash's description.
Okay, here we go. Oh, that's a -2.
Oh, no.
That's fine. 10.
10. And what is Butcha's perception?
Butcha's +4. Here we go.
Do you want to roll or do you want me to?
Oh, you, yeah, why don't you, please.
Do you want a DM luck roll? 15. As you get distracted by all of the whirring machinery, and in fact, you would notice there's crates of shiny, metallic machine parts going by. They catch your eye for just a moment. And as you're watching this crate go by, being carried by 2 elephant-headed creatures, it is Butcha who spots Ash, and goes, "Beep boop, uncle, uncle, uncle." Uncle.
So Ash is busy just giving this goblin all of his money.
Uncle. Uncle.
Hey.
Uncle.
Yeah, what?
Uncle.
What?
I hear that and I see the cash exchange and I run up and just stop robbing my cousin.
Oh, what's happening?
Hey, step back, I'll handle this. I'll handle this. What is happening here? What are you doing?
give me give me an intimidation check.
Okay.
Yeah, first, give me an intimidation check.
Okay, great. Here we go. Intimidation. That's a 9. What can you do with that?
Yeah, what can I do with that?
What's going on here?
Carrying his luggage.
Yeah, he said he needed to carry everything, including my wallet full of all of the money I had. So.
I'm carrying for him.
I'm so sorry. Oh, I apologize.
You should be sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I apologize.
You want to carry?
Do I want to carry?
Yeah, you want to carry this? You probably can.
No, I could, but why would I take the joy away from you? No, please, go ahead. You seem to be enjoying it so much.
Are you my cousin's sister's brother's uncle's daughter, who's also a man?
That's me.
Wow.
Ash,
It's so good to meet you.
your eyes fall on. Would you describe yourself for Ash?
Absolutely. I am Mirka. I am a stout gentleman in the big coat, chupples. I have very jovial facial features, but one of my eyes is just like this piercing, darting artifact that is constantly just analyzing everything and seems to be doing mathematics on my own constantly. The other eye is covered by an eye patch. Most of that is curtained with salt and peppered hair, and I have a great big bushy beard that I think sort of speaks for the personality of Mirka before he even opens his mouth.
Something like this, an Indian Matt Berry.
Oh! The best review I've ever gotten! Oh my God!
I can see the coat from here. Incredible.
Look at that.
Having
Here
some
you
chai.
go. What do you think?
Oh my gosh,
Here you go.
Look at the face.
That's cute.
That's pretty cute. That's pretty cute. It's pretty cute.
Oh, we're little people.
All your little peeps.
And our squirrel.
Look at all these little brown minis. Oh, you look so cute in your little totty pants. Those are so adorable.
And this is very sexy. Whoever put this together.
Simmer down.
I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, I'm probably gonna take this pattern.
Just go to the tailor and be
Be like, this is what I want it to look like. And make me the flower helmet too. You can leave the squirrel.
All right, well, if you're already carrying these packages, and I'll sling my bag onto the entire pile. Cousin, how are you?
Oh, I'm so great. It's so delicious to meet you. You look great. You look like a waste bin. I'm saying that right?
Well, yes, you are, but it's the feedback is harsh. Let me tell you.
Harsh. No. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, but Vihari is a sort of a second language to me, so sometimes I get my words kind of mixed into Congress.
Oh, got it. Well, I'll make sure to speak very quietly and very slowly then so you can understand everything that I'm saying. Don't worry about it. Please come with me. We have many things to go see. How was your sailing trip? How was that? Describe that to me in every word that you can possibly use.
Okay, long, spacious, scary, rudimentary, 7, and chuppel.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll have to speak to them about that. That's okay, yeah.
But you know this guy, right? This goblin?
As you turn to
really
look.
quick, cousin, just so you know, we don't here we don't refer to folks by race.
We don't just say their race out loud.
No.
Very good. I'm learning so much.
Yeah, this wonderful assistant.
So we just refer to them.
By their jobs.
Yes.
We say my employee.
Yeah, you say driver, okay? You say, rickshawala. You don't say goblin.
Got it, cool.
God.
Okay, cool.
Oh, God.
No, that's not okay either.
As
still
you
learning.
turn to say this and you're having this conversation about what is the appropriate word to call a goblin person to gesture to thin air.
Oh.
Gosh, that happens sometimes. I'm sorry that you had to see that.
That had all of my belongings.
Yeah.
I think we should try to go find this guy.
There are two options here, two possible situations.
I'm listening.
One is he was hit with some sort of magical hex that caused him to completely vanish. Usually those don't affect packages as well. The other is that he has made a break for it.
Yeah, I think I want to run after the guy, so I'm gonna bolt in a
Yeah.
direction that I think that he went.
Are we
privy to
within,
this?
Yeah, are we within earshot of this, or are they far, far away from us sitting in the carriage? Like, have they?
Yeah. Do you think you stayed in the carriage, or do you think you've?
I definitely stayed in the carriage. I don't want to. I don't want to attract a scene.
Yeah. So while you're actually sitting in the carriage, Balwinder opens the back of it and kind of makes conversation with you instead. And is like, should I maybe go get us a drink, a snack? You want anything here?
No, we can have it at the house. Don't stop.
You really have become an auntie. It has happened.
The transformation is complete.
It has happened. Eat at the house. The house is hours away. Just
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yes, Chotu. Yes. Can we get some nuts or something?
yeah, I can probably find peanuts or something.
Wonderful. Would you go find us some peanuts, please, darling? Please.
He looks at you, kind of really knowing that the offer was more for you than it was for Sitara, his beloved auntie.
She wants nuts. She gets nuts. But don't come to me when you get a loose motion from eating street nuts.
I'm not eating them. That's what Chotu.
Don't come to me when he gets loose motion from eating street nuts.
Thank you so much. And maybe some water. I'm parched.
We have water at home.
We don't have water in the carriage.
Mutters to herself.
Yeah.
It's a very different scene outside the station compared to the chaos that has broken out inside the station. As you are looking for your bag frantically in this busy commerce hub, this busy commercial hub, I should say, you realize that all of the porters do have a uniform. Many of them with an official sigil.
Would have noticed that the the assistant was not wearing any of the.
You keep using this word.
You introduced him as a goblin.
Okay, you keep using this word, and yeah, you pretty distinctly remember that this goblin was not wearing this uniform and did not have the embroidered on logo of the station.
Yeah, for sure. I knew something was kind of up because my tail was, Punch was going crazy every time I handed him a new piece of luggage. But sometimes he's a little paranoid, so anyway.
We gotta get at the bottom of this. I turned to like a food stall. Hi, can I buy that roti?
Yeah, as you turn to a food stall, you feel a tug on your coat. Beep, boop, beep, boop.
What is it, Bacha?
And it points at a nearby, like, little inflated balloon vendor. You see these, like, thin, sort of like almost like they're made out of gelatin, balloons being conjured by a mage. They then tie them off like these giant, like, sort of stretchy bubbles in different colors. Butcha points at them and says, Papa,
Yes.
Papa,
Yes.
Papa,
Yes.
Papa.
Brilliant. Wonderful. This
Papa.
is my son is
keeps
so
going.
smart.
Okay.
And I sprint and I purchase 3 balloons. And I would like to cast my magical tinkering on them.
Ooh.
Because I can have a static visual, and I want to put a visual of the gentleman that took my cousin's luggage. All right, Butcha, I want you to fly around with this balloon and ask people, have you seen this person?
That's incredible.
Ash, I want you to run around with this balloon and ask people, have you seen this person?
Okay.
I'm gonna run this back to the carriage and ask Gloduanti to run around and ask if anyone's seen this person.
Got it.
We'll meet back here in, if we don't see each other, in 2 hours, let's say. Okay, great, break.
Okay, cool.
And I'll start running.
Any sense of time I had was in my luggage, so I don't. I just start running around and asking people, excuse me, have you seen this person?
Yeah. Give me a performance check with advantage since you have a balloon with the individual's image on it.
All right, we'll take that 13. Have you seen this person? I'm looking for him.
That's a performance, and that's a performance.
Yeah.
like someone trying to understand the culture and just taking one weird, wild swing.
Yeah.
I am so sad. He stole my stuff.
This is like someone going to Times Square and being like, we're all Spider-Man?
Yeah.
I guess that's what New York is like.
A very tall, slender elf in a simple kurta pajama turns around and is like, takes you in for a moment with their eyes, sort of like trying to wrap their head around what you were doing. And then responds, no, I have not. Trying to like match your cadence.
Okay, you're of no help to me currently. But you do speak Elvish, right? Or Elf?
And then you notice their voice changes as they respond in Elvish. Yes, I do.
Oh, amazing. So do I. I'm
Oh,
from Brizzlevold.
oh, that explains the. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that clothing's not as practical over here. It gets kind of hot. Like, you gotta get yourself some. Yeah, what are you here for?
I would love to get some anything, but
Yeah.
all my money and all my belongings were stolen.
No way.
Yeah, there was an assistant who
An
I
assistant?
thought worked here
Yeah.
and seemed like they knew what they were doing, so I just gave them all my stuff. And now I'm looking for them.
They were one of the, like, if they were one of the station porters, if you go to the station manager, they would.
I'm thinking they were not, yeah.
Oh, you shouldn't give your luggage to someone who's not a part of the Porters Guild.
Totally. And like
because
the half an hour ago me is so thankful for that advice.
was that not in your orientation?
Orientation? No,
Yeah.
my parents, just sent, they didn't even, honestly, they don't even know I'm here. So
What?
I didn't really I just kind of left home.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Happy to get into that later. So
Yeah.
do you have any tips? Is there any way I could figure out how to get my stuff back?
Yeah, I think we'd probably figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah. And you're saying he looks like this balloon.
He looks like, oh, sorry, the balloons. Yeah, he looks like that.
Wow. Okay. So he's a porter with a mustache. Okay, greenish complexion. Okay. I mean, that's a start. We could go to the local authorities. There's also a tourist guild. They might be able to help you.
I feel like he's close, because couldn't have gotten far. He just ran off.
You don't think he got far?
And you're really tall, so maybe.
I am pretty tall.
Yeah.
Do you want me to take a look?
Yeah.
Okay. He takes a look. This is at 18.
Oh, pretty good luck.
Yeah, it's pretty high on the die. He looks around, eyes narrowing for a moment, towering above the crowd. And then is like, isn't that him right there? And he points out a small goblin with several bags stacked up on top of his head.
Amazing.
One in each hand.
Yeah, so I just thank you and run off to the goblin and try to confront him or
You
catch
hear
him.
Morka. Beep boop, chore, beep boop, chore, 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 chore.
And I turn to see what Butch is pointing at.
And you see small plumes of smoke coming out of, I don't know why you gave Butcha orifices, but coming out of some orifice. As the gears were, and he is bobbling a little bit unsteadily through the air towards one of the exits. One of the many, I guess, arches in this marble wall that forms the entrance of the station.
Okay, good job, Butcha. I'm gonna get back up. And I'll continue running over to the wagon.
As you, yeah.
I just want to cast a spell.
What do you want to cast?
I want how far away am I from that the goblin that was pointed at?
You're about 90 feet.
Is there a lot of people around him?
There is. You're on a pretty crowded platform. There's boats kind of coming into the harbor, hanging sort of deep in the water, heavy with burdens of all kinds of materials, coming and going.
Almost what I want to do, I don't know if I can, maybe you can help me, is cast something healing to him.
To heal him?
Yeah.
To heal his sin?
Yeah, well, not a sin. But just to like, yeah, because I don't
We're
want
gonna
to
take
hurt
him to
him.
temple.
I just want to slow him down in some capacity, and if it gives him some HP, fine.
I mean, you can certainly heal him. I don't think it would slow him down, but it might catch his attention.
That's what I mean.
What if you were to heal his anxiety about running away?
Ugh.
So then he has less adrenaline, so he's like running
Like a
less.
calm
Could you heal mine?
Yeah, like suddenly give him a hit of shrooms kind of thing. So he's just sort of, he's sort of in a joyful place.
Just hit it with the Zoloft spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little sleepy. We'll get
There you
sleepy. It'll affect his diet a little bit.
I would say that like you might be able to cast guidance on him, but you would have to make it up to him. Give me an athletics check.
Okay. What about an acrobatics check? Could I use my
How are
tail
you
to
moving
kinda-
through the crowd?
Like, I'm just thinking if there's anything hanging, I can jump and use my tail to swing
Yeah.
out.
Go ahead and give me an
That's so
acrobatics check.
Nightcrawler, I love it.
Very, very like the monkeys that are in
That's
train
so
stations
cool.
anyway.
Come on, Poonch.
Or Indiana
Let's
Jones
do
5.
this. 18.
Yeah. There are signs kind of fastened to the vaulted, painted ceiling of this giant structure,
Yeah.
kind of informing you where to go, where the different platforms are. And you are able to deftly reach up to one with a hand and swing from it, grabbing another one with your tail, boonch, until eventually you do see the goblin down below you. You're able to land. Go ahead and give me another acrobatics check to see how gracefully you land.
Okay. How about a nat 20?
Yeah.
First nat 20 of the game.
I think that was you, right? No,
Yeah,
you
someone-
voted
who am I
on
voting?
yourself.
I bet against you.
I bet against me.
You wrote me.
Yeah.
Which is
Someone, you voted
never
for
right.
You went for me, didn't you? Somebody went for me.
I did because you were the only one no one said would get a nat 20.
In a way, I won.
get in
In
on
a way,
this
I
pool.
won.
You pity voted for me, and you won.
I wasn't a part of this pool.
I think you're not allowed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then
No.
you could,
Too much
you could do
power.
the game. Too much power. With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
probably.
And no
yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
That
all
too.
right.
So I have a 25. With
Okay.
a nat 20.
My.
You not only avoid the fall damage you would have taken from this height because you land so gracefully, but you actually land on top of the porter.
Okay, great. So I assume that stops him. I don't even have to cast a spell then.
No.
Yeah, great.
All of the luggage stacked on his head kind of goes tumbling one over the other onto the ground. The
And-
bags fly out of his hands a little bit.
And are they my bags and my luggage?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
You hit the wrong person.
That's why I hit him with the fireball.
Yeah. As you like land on, he goes, ooh.
Hey, so sorry, but I think you stole all our stuff, so I had to land on top of you.
No,
Incredible.
I was bringing it for you
Bringing it where?
to the outside.
To the outside.
Yeah.
But I don't want it outside. I want it with me and my friends.
No, but I carry for you.
Yeah, okay.
Make an insight check.
This is too realistic of a character.
It's a little terrifying. It's a little bit terrifying.
This is the hardest NPC I've ever dealt with in D&D.
Yeah, this,
like,
these are not the droids you're looking for. But like the Daisy version.
Ash is so easily like trusting that even when he's totally has all the evidence to show that this person is stealing from, he like really wants to believe him no matter what.
Yeah.
But my tail is going nuts and like kind of trying to smack me in the back of the head. So yeah, okay, I have to investigate further with 12 insight.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Okay. Come, Pooch, I think he's telling the truth. Okay, well,
I'm
here's,
carrying for you.
that's great. Will you carry it to a place that we want it to go?
You're gonna leave? I'm carrying for you.
Yes,
I'm
but
gonna leave.
I need to know. I don't know where I'm going yet. You see, I need my friend Merca.
That one?
Oh yeah,
And you see Merca parting through the crowd.
Merca. Hey, I got him.
I'm getting backup.
We don't need backup here.
Butch is on the way to help.
Okay, I don't think we need him. He's gone already, I assume. All right, well, my tail is not in for this. So I feel like my tail reaches out and grabs the goblin, like wants to hold him until, help arrives.
You're gonna help me?
Yes, I love this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll help you carry my stuff.
As your tail like wraps around his shoulder, he's like, okay. And he puts a bag in the tails.
Incredible.
Okay, so I guess why don't you carry the stuff and walk ahead of me at a pace at which that I could keep eyes on you.
You walk slow?
I walk a little, yeah.
You should
in
walk fast.
comparison to you, yes, for sure.
Okay.
You look like a waste bin. I'm trying to compliment. Is that not the right word?
I heard foreigners are racist, but I didn't think.
Race? No. I don't know all the words. I meant like, you know, those really
I
pretty
know.
things that grow in the pond on a lily pad. You look like that.
I look like garbage on a pond. I look like pond garbage.
Hell yeah.
You're telling me I look like scum?
Marka!
Incredible.
You can't even walk in a station without
it's
getting
meant
lost.
to be a compliment.
You're telling me I'm waste bin. You can't even walk through station?
Where I'm from,
My guy?
a waste bin is very useful. And I meant it as a compliment. I used the wrong word.
From now on, you call me Bunty Uncle. That's it. Not waste bin. Not anything
waste bin.
else.
Okay, Bunty Uncle.
Bunty Uncle.
Okay, Bunty
Idiot.
Uncle. What did you just call me?
Idiot.
I accept.
And this time, he actually leads you through the station like a lot, like at a slower pace, kind of treating you the way one would like a child. He points things out to you.
Oh, that's beautiful. Like a waste bin. Oh, no, sorry. Another word.
So stupid.
This is the most realistic character I've ever seen. I feel like I've met this person outside the Chennai airport every single time I go to
Yeah.
India, where you're like, what are you doing? And they're like, it's okay. And you're like, what do you mean it's okay?
And we are playing my least favorite relative. So.
Indeed.
Come. Where'd your friend go?
He said he was getting batcha. He said to meet here.
So it's 40.
40 what?
40.
40.
40.
But you're my uncle.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh.
Come on, 6.
40.
Okay.
Standing at the archway of the station, you now see someone of the description of Mirka's cousin standing and arguing with a porter.
Oh, God. This poor guy. Auntie, I think we need to go help him.
Oh my God, first he's late, now we have to...
I don't. Okay, I just hop out of the carriage. I pull my dupatta and I put it over my head a little bit to just block my face a little bit.
Modesty?
Oh no, well, not so much modesty as I don't want to create a scene.
Incognitus?
Yes, I'm going incognito. And so then I just come on.
Laddu auntie does, you know, the auntie waddle behind.
yeah.
And she casually pets an animal and passes by, kind of, holding up her sari.
The auntie waddle.
There is one. There is
We all
one.
know what I'm talking about.
Darling, are you Mirka's cousin?
Yes.
Oh my God, you're so unbelievably late.
Wait a minute. What's your name?
Oh, my name is Ashwatthama, but you can call me Ash.
Listen to his beautiful accent.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
I
Say
am
something else.
Blushing. I've honestly never. I'm a country bumpkin, so I've never seen a film star in my life. So I'm just tripping over. I don't. Words. Waste bin.
Oh, listen, the language is so hard for him. This is going to be delightful. You, how much?
40.
Here's 10. Go, ciao.
And auntie gives a nice like,
Give me a persuasion check. Yeah, this is you're bartering.
16.
This is the most dissy shit
Yeah.
that's ever been done in a D&D game. 16?
Go.
Yeah.
you should have said 5.
He takes the 10, unceremoniously drops the luggage. As he does so, 3 of you, give me a perception check.
Perception?
25.
4.
25 is the highest?
Yeah.
You see it. Almost like it's floating on the wind. You're not sure if it flew out of his pocket, if it came off of one of the pieces of luggage. You're not sure what it is, but you see something small, something black catch your eye. It flutters a little bit on the wind, kind of rotating as it's moving along.
No!
This?
Shut up!
A business card.
A job?
Secrets.
My tail whips out and snatches it out of the air. Wow. Wow. Is this some kind of calling card of some sort?
Let me see.
Like a when you go to a vendor and you buy the same thing day after day, and then if you buy 4 of them, then they give you the 5th one free. One of those cards?
Why do they do that? Let me see.
Here.
Seems like some sort of business card with no name.
Sure.
Auntie?
She looks at it for so long and says, I don't know.
Actually, give me.
Like, and we're just like, she's on to something. She's got it. She's got it sold. I don't know. Okay.
What did you
Give me an Arcana or Religion check, your choice.
Okay, Arcana I have +3, Religion I have +1, so we'll do Arcana. Oof, 7. Damn.
Yeah, you don't know.
She doesn't know.
Wait, hey, take it again. After I don't know.
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check since you inspected it as well. Or a Religion, whichever one is
Yes. 17.
17. The sickles on it look vaguely familiar to you. You wonder to yourself that if you were to hold it for a moment and maybe show a sign of respect or make a request, that maybe something would happen.
Oh. Let me see it again. Oh, that was...
It's my tail.
It's so...
It's my tail.
It's the gesture is so beautiful.
You're very thin.
You. Is that a compliment?
I'm just going to take it and put it in my hand and just do this.
You're way too thin, man.
And close my eyes.
As you do, you attune to this item.
Oh.
Cool.
And you are whisked away.
What the?
Intermission!
Oh my God.
Hello, my dear Desi Equestrians! I am so excited. Well, we are so excited to let you know that on the very day that this, our pilot episode, is premiering, that this beautiful new TTRPG book, the Candela Obscura Core Rulebook, is also available to you to buy now and play.
Look at it, it's so shiny and magical and
Yeah,
nice.
horrifying.
What?
Yeah. Candela Obscura is a gothic horror role-playing game that places you in the roles of investigators working for an esoteric order. So individuals of varied talents are brought together under the organization Candela Obscura, and through that, you'll pursue strange occurrences and encounter dangerous magics, fighting back against a mysterious source of corruption and bleed.
Okay, I'm in. Do I have to get like some new dice or?
I think you might actually have enough dice to play already, because Candela Obscura is the first to use the Illuminated World system, a newly designed system that uses 6-sided dice and lends itself to narrative, arc-driven play. And you can check out how to play on Critical Role on YouTube and Twitch in a show that I was in.
You?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh, where was my casting call for that?
It's so pretty.
The book is amazing. Wow.
So thanks to the good people at Darrington Press, the complete Candela Obscura Compendium is now available. That is 204 pages of knowledge containing the rules, the creatures, the adventures, and the guide to this setting. Amazing! So pretty.
Through time and space, everything seems to stop, and you are enveloped in a warmth. Steam fills your vision. You can feel the warmth and the humidity around you. Not hot enough to burn you, but just enough to make you feel cozy, maybe a little uncomfortably cozy. And as this steam clears, Anjali. Will you join me in the tea kettle?
Oh, the tea kettle.
You are in a heavily curtained space. The walls are draped with thick velvets and brocades that seem to completely muffle the outside world.
My daughter was kidnapped by this guy. My daughter was kidnapped by this guy.
You cannot discern the shape of the vessel that you are in. And indeed, there are lanterns hanging from a fabric-colored ceiling. At one point, this may have been a tea shop, but now it's more of a tea lounge, as the counter has a thick film of dust on it, as though it has not been used in a very long time.
Hey, Butchers, be quiet. You're so loud. God damn it. I'm trying to have a conversation in a different dimension here. Jesus.
Anjali can't hear herself.
Hear each other.
Okay. There's a thick film of dust on the counter, as business hasn't been conducted here in a long time. There are numerous vessels sort of piled up high on the shelves, and tending bar somewhat is an entity. An entity that you may have heard of with how high your roll was, but not in a very long time. Truly, you thought maybe she was a thing of myth or legend. She stands here, her skin a sort of deep purple color, her hair flowing out with a bun on top, and her eyes are what really get you. They're lavender, but they bubble like a pot of tea about to come to a boil. She comes to you with 2 cups of tea. They smell nutty and spicy, and in fact, you get a little whiff of cashew as you inhale. Welcome.
Bottoms up. Oh. Oh, that's good.
I try.
So, about this, I wasn't here, and now I'm here. Could you,
Well, you asked for a boon.
I did ask for a boon. Jotu's chittering behind me. I'm like, shh, shh, chup, 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 chup. You're right. I did ask for a boon. The thing is,
Are you in distress?
not at the moment.
In general,
Well, part of me is it possible to say, find out what kinds of boons you bestow, and then save it for later? You know, like if I were to put this chai in a travel cup and carry it away with just a little bit of metal on the top, you know, like metal, and then take it to your... Of course, you know, I'm sorry, you're a very intelligent being. The thing is, yes, I'm in personal distress, but nobody knows it, and I'd rather wait to see if I need it more later.
Ah. Technically, these are expired.
Oh.
I don't really meddle in the affairs of your realm anymore.
I see.
But you do have the card. It would be strange not to honor it. But I guess you have to know what you're getting into.
Oh, yes.
So then, maybe a sample.
Oh. Before, I've been so rude. I'm Sitara. Perhaps you've heard of me.
I have not.
Okay. You must not be a film fan.
I don't think they were around when I was active. I'm aware of the concept. But the films I watch are a little bit more rooted in reality.
Oh, well, that sounds awful. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's rather entertaining. And as she speaks to you, her hair kind of like comes alive. The navy curls and coils kind of naturally refilling your teacup adding sugar, stirring for you, as the different tendrils kind of come out and start to whisk away dishes unneeded and put out a tray of snacks for you.
This is incredible. My auntie would love to have you over. She makes the most incredible ladoos. You could come.
Make a persuasion check.
20. Pew, pew, pew. You could come. She's the sweetest, honestly.
I should very much like to meet her.
Well, then come with me.
Maybe I can accept 2 clients this time.
Oh, you mean you would bring her here? You see, she doesn't travel well. She has some aches in her back and her knees, and she's a little bit slow. So maybe we could go to her.
Normally, coming here exacts a cost.
Oh.
Normally, I would have to mark your card. But we agreed, in light of recent events, I can forego this cost. And I can help you.
Could you?
Oh, yes, yes. Sithara, it's time we talk about your parents.
What about my parents? They're no longer with us. I miss them.
No, I guess they're not with you. But they're alive.
No, they died in a terrible accident.
Is that what they told you?
That's what everyone... Auntie said...
Well, that's a cruel lie to tell someone.
Where are they?
In a place you can't get to them.
Why?
They're sealed away. But Sithara, I think deep down, you always knew that. You're different. You have one foot in 2 worlds, and you feel like you belong in neither, but you belong in both.
So I can't get to them?
Right now you can't. But maybe if we continue to work together, I can fix this problem for you.
I would love that. Ever since they've been gone, my life has been awful. No one knows. I keep up the appearances as I'm supposed to, and I wave, and I sing, and I dance, and I'm married. The whole thing, it wasn't supposed to be this way.
Your husband,
Rocky Rakesh.
he distresses you?
Not exactly. He's a very powerful man. You know, he has so many connections, and...
His power means nothing to me.
Well, his power means something to me. You know, or maybe you don't, I'm not the youngest girl in the film industry, and...
You're not the oldest.
No, but sometimes you need a little help in your career to keep things going, and Rocky was kind and took care of me when my heart was broken over my parents. I don't know if he loves me, but he takes care of me when he's around.
May I speak freely?
Of course.
I think you can take care of yourself. And what you need is someone who loves you. I'm going to make a deal with you, Sithara.
Okay.
Because I feel like you need my help, and I rather like you.
I'm listening.
Roll another d20.
Oh, no. It was so good the first time. That's an 8.
8. Interesting. Well, I'll tell you what.
What?
You do something for me, and maybe along the line, I can help you with your rocky problem.
But you just said you could. No. Sorry. I shouldn't ask so much. I know. What would you like me to do for you?
I want you to look into something for me.
Look into what?
The people of this region, they used to celebrate me in a way and ask for good harvest. They've fallen on hard times.
Yes.
I think maybe you could use your fame and your influence to find a way to help them.
To help them to you, or to help them help them?
Help them in general.
Well, of course I could do that.
Do you like helping people? Are you a good person or a bad one?
Well, that's a strange question.
You see, I've been trying to figure out if people are good or bad.
People in general.
I've been trying to weigh it. On one side, you have people that are rocky. Rocks are very heavy. They sometimes bring the scales a little down.
I think that no one is entirely bad. Even people with bad intentions end up doing good things by mistake sometimes, which could probably lift up a little bit of Rocky, no? And those who do good things, well, they do them out of the kindness of their heart. They do them for no other reason than to take care of others, and I think that should outweigh any bad that anyone does. That's what I think, and that's how I live my life.
You've amused me today, Sitara. I hope to see you again.
I hope to see you too. May I ask your name?
Sometimes I forget. It's been a long time, but that's right. They used to call me Nurin.
Nurin. Now that's a beautiful name.
So is Sitara. And she evaporates, falling down into plumes of thick steam. And as the steam clears, you find yourself back in the world of the living with your card unpunched.
Oh my goodness. Laddu auntie hugs Sitara. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
We found her. This is amazing.
Laddu auntie hears in her head, where the hell are my parents?
Don't, Mike. She looks at Sitara with a look like, we know where they are. They're dead.
And out loud she says, don't even try it.
They're having her.
Huh? Hey, what's going on? Tell me. Were there boys up there?
Can I roll? Can I roll?
Were there boys up there? Were there boys up there?
Classic deflection. Nice try, Auntie.
You're telling me the truth.
You're alone with the boys.
That's exactly what happened. No.
Also,
I came back. So I also
forgot.
came back with
because of the nat 20.
Sitara gains inspiration.
Oh my God, that's what the lights are for.
And until the sands in the glass run out, you gain a +1 bonus to all of your rolls.
Oh, snap!
All?
Quick, you guys, let's do things fast.
Yeah, technically.
Come on, let's act fast.
Dream.
Aggro everyone.
I want to do some kind of an insight check to see if that was real. Like, do I feel changed? Can I don't know, there's something.
Yeah, definitely. Make an Arcana check.
13. Plus 1, 14.
14. You feel like it was real, and in fact, as you look back into your hand, you see the unpunched card. The unstamped card, I should say.
What happened? Where were you?
I just turn around. Chotu, come. And I walk towards the carriage, and I'm a little bit in a daze. And normally you see Sitara, she's bright, her face is lifted, she's carrying herself with grace and ease. And somehow now, it's not just that she looks a little bit like laser focused, even though she's not paying attention to anything around her, but it seems like all of her features have hardened a little bit. She's a little more angular. Her eyes seem a little darker. Everything about her just seems a little more pointed.
I think Laddu Auntie is very sensitive to, basically Sitara is like a daughter to her, to any, like in a very auntie way, but also in a very, don't be sad. You know, I hate seeing you sad kind of way.
Don't have emotions.
Yeah, don't have any emotion, please. She is very concerned, and I think she ambles after her.
Yeah.
So I just collect the stuff as best I can and try to follow.
Butcha attempts to help you and says, beep boop, uncle, 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 uncle,
I'm the uncle.
uncle,
I'm not-
uncle, uncle.
Like, not even 30. What? Okay, what?
Namaste.
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 Am I saying it right?
Namaste.
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 Eventually, you get it close enough that Butcha says, greeting acknowledged. Oh, beep boop.
That's like a huge victory.
Papa.
I hear that from a whiles away because I was racing over to the carriage
Yeah.
with the balloon, and I did get stopped in my tracks because I saw the gentleman again with the carriage from before. I have to go. I am searching for this possible criminal, but how much for this carriage?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. 16.
I suppose 800.
Yeah, that's a steal. Here you go. And I will hand it over.
much money. You give him 800 gold?
Yeah.
He takes it a little dazed and gives you the ricketiest carriage you've possibly ever seen, full of all types of contraptions in the back.
Am I a day's trip away from home?
You're about half a day's trip. from
Half a
home.
day's perfect. Okay, in that case, what I'm gonna do is really quickly, I'm going to cast an Eldritch Cannon that can sort of like sentiently think on its own, and I'm going to, so it's like a cannon.
Yeah.
Like I'll quickly build it. It's got its own AC, it's got its own HP, and I whisper, okay, I need you to drive this thing to my house and keep it there. There you go. And the cannon will then, I'll put the cannon in the front seat and the cannon will drive the wagon off.
Like a boom cannon?
Yeah.
That's sentient?
It's like a flamethrower that can like walk and follow orders. And this
You
is the
see
order.
these spider legs unfold, and then the cannon begins to scuttle, carrying along this rickety cart behind it.
Perfect. Okay, great. Now I get to go back to the main mission. And I run over to the three of you. Okay, have you two seen this person?
I already am on my way, like walking to the carriage where I think it's going to be, and I assume
The cart, like Balwinder's cart?
Yeah, Balwinder's
Yeah,
cart.
yeah.
Have you seen?
This already happened.
Yeah, we found Sitara. We got Sitara.
What?
She's back.
What? Back from what?
She went into the sky and now she's back. Move. Pushes
She
you aside.
flew? Hold on, wait, what?
She didn't fly. She disappeared. She was holding a card, and it's a long story, but we can fill you in probably on the way back.
Yeah, okay, let's get into the wagon. Butcha, come on.
Papa, Papa.
No. And I hug Butcha. Butcha is like the cobbled together Pinocchio to my Geppetto.
Yeah.
And so I will, Butcha will get a prime seat by a window.
Probably like move somebody.
Yeah,
To
exactly.
put Butcha like
There you
by
go.
the
There
window.
you go, my son.
I
There.
usually get carriage sick, so I like to sit by. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
I'll sit in
he
the
likes
middle.
the views.
Yeah, Great.
I also like the views.
As he says, Butcha likes the views, you notice like Butcha is staring ahead. Like not even out the window.
Because I was the first one in the cart. I'm opposite Pacha, up against the window, and just looking out the window, like just not paying attention there.
Auntie, 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 auntie,
Ah,
auntie.
Bacha, Bachu, enough now.
Hanky. Emotions registered, sad, 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 sad,
It's
sad.
fine, darling. Stop.
The robot is right. Why are you
Beep
sad?
boop, okay.
I'm going
so
to.
dumb. It's so dumb.
It's so cute. It's the cutest thing ever. It's a really cute. It's a really cute robot. It's hard to be upset around that robot, I have to say.
Yeah, I give Butcha like a little abacus to play with.
You see Butcha doing advanced mathematics.
Hey, are you?
So what I would like to do is I'm going to say again in your head, I'll ask you one more time, where are my parents? And as I say that, I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts on Laddu Auntie.
In the meantime, I'm going, it's really great to meet you guys.
As you say this, swinging in through the back door of the carriage, you see a dwarf, and he says, "Oh, you made it. Welcome. I brought nuts."
Well, I think the time for nuts has passed.
Auntie. Auntie,
Siddhartha
I
is sad.
am your nephew, and you treat me like a errand boy sometimes.
Gulwinder, give me the nuts and go, please.
Yeah, good job, Bill Winder. And I'll hand a little bit of cash.
And I go, thank you, on the forehead.
Yeah, give me a persuasion with advantage to see if you can prevent Balwinder from like leaving you while here.
Okay, so that was an 11. Okay, so then 16.
Yeah. He pushes the cash out of the way as you like kiss his face and console him.
No being sad. Being sad is bad. A thing she has said to you.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, it hurts.
While you're detecting thoughts as this song
Yeah,
and all
like,
of this
I'm like,
emotional baggage comes with it.
Yeah. He hands you a small covered clay pot of lassi, as well as nuts. And he goes to tend to the animals and kind of leaning down in the window towards you, Ash, he says, welcome.
Thank you.
We're in Sarpani. Sarpani is, not that there's a rivalry, but Sarpani's not quite as nice as Lakpan. That's where we're going.
We're going to Lakpan.
Yeah, I have a farm there, and Murka lives in Diwane.
Can you tell me more about the relations of everybody?
Laddu Auntie, I've known her since I was a little boy.
Okay.
In fact, in Murka, I threw a gallon of cow urine on him when I was a small boy too.
Cow urine. Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah.
I understand that
He
word.
was trying to milk a bull.
He was trying to milk a bull, and you threw urine on him.
Well, if you try to milk a bull, like clearly you're some kind of pervert, and
Why was he milking a bull?
because he's Murka.
That is a mischaracterization. I've been listening to the entire conversation. You're not saying a single thing.
And I'm still waiting on going deep in Auntie's thoughts.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. You first learn the surface level thoughts of Laddu Auntie, which are?
Don't be sad. Your parents are dead, as far as I understand.
Okay, I'm gonna go deeper.
I think they make a wisdom save.
Yeah, wisdom save 14.
11.
11. Fail. Sithara, you begin to delve into your auntie's mind. You find lots of things that are bothering her. What do you think would be bothering her the most right now?
She is feeling some sort of dissatisfaction in her life, a little bit of an aimlessness. She does the same thing day in, day out in her laddu shop, so I think that's her overall stressor. Most acute stressor is where you just went, why you are frazzled, why you seem to be upset with her. That's like a nightmare to her, I think.
And nothing about my parents.
Sithara, give me a investigation check.
Oof. Nope.
+1.
You rolled a
Oh, fine. That's 6.
6, yeah. Something seems off. You're not able to put your finger on what, but something seems off. You don't think that your auntie's lying to you, but you have delved into the minds of others and read their thoughts before. And there's just something off about it. Almost like it's a déjà vu.
I'm just going to stare out the window, turn my head away from her and stare out the window again. And petting Jodu, who crawls in my lap.
Bolinder, it's like noticing that Merc has been listening to him. It's like you were trying to milk a bull.
I was interested in partaking in the local culture and ingratiating
that.
myself.
We don't
Well,
do
I didn't know. I personally don't know the difference between a bull and a cow.
You just thought it had one big udder.
Laddu Auntie is disgusted by this conversation.
Hold on. I was approaching a bovine-esque creature.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't get close enough to it, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, a tidal wave of liquid hits me from this onerous child.
Onerous?
Don't call him onerous.
Oh, fine.
Oh, shit!
Don't.
Onerous.
Fine. Retracted. This pissy little child.
Excuse me.
This
Good.
child.
New choice.
New choices. Pivot fast, The chopper is
Young
coming.
child that had doused me in injustice.
I love that this happened. This is our session 0. This audience, this happened in our session 0. It actually happened.
And when I went to your house, Ladunti, the first thing you said to me was, "No, thank you, I'm not interested."
I probably wasn't. What do you mean?
Anyhow, that's what happened.
And that's how you guys all got to know each other.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, we
Now you're
went.
friends.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a couple of years.
Yeah. It's water under the bridge. Do you have those where you're from?
Yeah, buckets of piss under the bridge, I guess.
I mean, if that's what you
bridges?
do over there. But
Do we have bridges?
yeah.
Yeah, we've got bridges.
Or I heard the situation was pretty bad with the war and all.
It's a tough place to live for sure. But that's why my parents settled there. We're healers. We were part of a program, Healers Without Borders. And we.
I thought it was Clerics Without Countries.
Yeah. Okay. Listen. Potato, tomato, right?
That's not
That's how you say. That's how the phrase goes.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Sidara, why are you so quiet? What happened?
Auntie likes
she
this
hasn't-
kind of bit of
she
nosiness.
hasn't, she hasn't turned away, and she hasn't turned back until now, and you just see her take a deep breath and... Nothing, darling, everything's fine. And her face is back to normal, and her hair is a little bit more glistening. Her face is almost glowing, like radiating, like she's just had a facial.
She looks less hardened and pointed.
Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what she looks like. Well played.
We don't say it out loud.
Right.
Nothing, darling. Shall we go? And take our new visitor somewhere lovely?
Yeah, absolutely. You both are making such a big deal about this. She seems perfectly fine.
She's very happy now. Good.
Good. What's that song you always sing? Being sad is bad?
Being sad is bad.
That's it.
Being sad is bad.
Thank you.
The song carries on the wind.
Whenever you get folks from this part of the world singing, we really just take off and keep
This is
going.
wonderful. I
Yeah.
love to sing. This is so great.
Yeah, this was a really big song back in the day, actually. Yeah.
Oh yeah, those were the days. That was music. Was music.
From one of your acting shows?
Oh, no, that was definitely not from one of my pictures.
Have you seen her pictures? She's very good in them.
No, we don't get those where I'm from.
Oh, darling, that's so sad.
And indeed, the technology for films is something that's very unique to Vihar. You see, Viharians have figured out how to take the encode thought spell, transcribe it into a crystal, and then project this onto large crystal screens. They're present throughout the country, And the director kind of just directs with his mind.
This is one of those things I'm so excited to experience here in Vihar. I've heard so much about it. I mean, and so to see it firsthand would be amazing.
Oh, well, darling, when my Rocky comes back, we'll both take you to some of my films. We'll take you out to dinner. It will be perfect.
You're Rocky? You have a Rocky?
Oh, my husband.
Oh,
Rocky.
whatever.
It is whatever.
Yeah, love to Auntie doesn't like Rocky. I say out loud.
Well, when you...
Keep the indoor part was said out loud. You shouldn't have done that.
I'm taking
Yeah,
notes.
from where he's sitting, Balwinder like nudges you with his like his stick that he keeps in his right hand.
Oh, Winter, keep the motions that way.
Why was? Where?
Don't say that. While all this is happening, she's just kind of moving this between her fingers.
Oh, I notice. So what is...
You know what this is? I actually recognize this. It's so silly. I must have dropped it. You see, I don't know.
You dropped it?
I know, because I left it when I was running out of the carriage. I don't know where you found it, but
Well,
yeah.
the assistant gentleman, well, it seemed to fly out from his pocket, I think, and I saw it flying through the air.
So he stole it. That must have been what happened. I'm sure.
Okay.
Can I do a persuasion? What would the check be? To
Insight.
To see if
Insight
she's
check.
lying, yeah,
excuse me.
insight versus
Deception?
deception.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do insight check. Okay, 15.
15. Meets it, beats it, or?
Meets
Well,
it.
no.
Oh, yeah, I know, because you were talking so goddamn loud while I was trying to cast detect. I cast it at the time, and then you just talked to the other.
I didn't catch that the hourglass had run out, so you can give it back now.
Oh, yeah.
But I will give you the +1.
Oh, thank you. Then it's 16.
I'll give you the +1.
Okay.
And it's 16.
Wow. Okay. So I am suspicious, and then I go, okay.
Yeah, you definitely don't buy it completely, but you also don't you don't keep track of all of Sitara's
I don't keep track of her
belongings.
things, and she seems kind of happy now. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, she's happy, whatever.
And I tuck it into my bosom.
But okay, so what is it though?
Oh, it's a card, darling. You know, I get some tailoring done occasionally in this city. It's much cheaper than where we live. And
Card that makes you disappear?
disappear.
She has reduced recently, but
Roll
not
for
discipline.
gaslight.
We all saw it with our own eyes, but okay.
No, it's fine. We don't call it disappearing in the films. You see, it's a special form of acting that we do.
It's like a visual effect.
Exactly. Like,
Wow.
do you want to see another one?
Very much so.
Are you sure you're ready?
I'm not sure.
Avert your gaze, everyone else.
Oh, we need to...
Yes, avert your gaze.
But not me, right?
Avert your gaze.
I turn and I cover Butch's eyes.
Yeah, it's like
It takes you telling Auntie like 12 times for her to realize you're also talking to her.
And I do it in her head, too.
you cover Butcha's like gently, like sort of thrumming LEDs, like
Yeah.
these two crystals that are like emitting some type of electricity. You cover them with your eyes. The light shines a little bit in between the cracks, but he knows it's not for him to see.
So tell me, describe someone you love at home.
Well, I guess I can tell you this. It won't get back to my parents, but I met a wood elf that I love. Her name is Liesel.
Liesel.
Yes. And I love her very much. Yeah.
And what does Liesel look like?
Oh, she has 2 braids
And as you say that, my hair starts to braid itself.
that flow down her shoulders,
They braid.
all the way down to her sort of mid area, and they look like sort of brooms at the end. You know, they sort of bristle out.
Keep them like brooms.
Wow, how are you doing this? This is amazing. And then
It's acting, darling.
this is incredible.
See the magic of film? Oh.
You truly are magical.
Stop.
You're saying stop, but then this is you're telling me to
This
keep.
is stop.
So you are truly. I don't know if I should keep saying because it's amazing. I think you're incredible. You're so gifted.
And I just stroke your face a little bit, and I say, come back.
So this Liesel is your friend?
Oh well, she's more than a friend, yes. But yeah, we.
Oh, I see. So your parents sent you to Vihar to get a proper wife. Like this Liesl thing is over now.
My parents don't even know I'm here.
This like Balwinder, like half hanging out of the writer's seat, like looks in at Auntie just to make eyes like,
Do you want me to call them?
No, definitely not. They can't know.
Tell them you're here.
Yeah, you should,
going to call?
you should
Yeah, do you-
always call your parents
Yeah,
when
do
you
you-
arrive somewhere.
You give
should
me their
tell
phone
them
number.
if it's getting late.
Yeah.
No,
Give me their phone
everyone
number.
stop.
We can't, please.
Stop. The young man is in love. Love knows no boundaries, including parents,
I mean, but love
including
happens.
parents that are not here right now.
But love happens when your parents meet their parents, and then the love
The love happens. I can arrange love for you whenever you would like.
That sounds so...
Ladduanti, can we?
That sounds so...
What do you
sounds
mean?
so different than what you...
I'm going to arrange love for him. It will be nice. I will be there. You will be there. Another person will be there. And I'll arrange love, and it will be very nice.
Oh, God.
What do you mean?
I've heard of these districts covered in red lights.
Blissfully unaware of her own innuendo.
I think like Balwinder unhappy that like people are like making jokes at Auntie's expense will like whisper in your ear like they're talking about some unwholesome bad.
Well, I don't wish for that.
Good.
So you're in love.
Yes, I'm in love, yes.
But how do you like without your parents' permission?
Well, no, well, she's a wood elf. They would not approve.
Well, yeah.
Why do her parents have bad jobs?
What does she do? What does she do? Oh, let me guess. She's a cleric too. She's a doctor. Because then that's okay.
She's not a cleric, no.
What is she?
Oh, she's like you. She's an engineer.
Oh, that's good.
See, her parents, they are, in Breitzelwald, we have trees that are made out of bretzels.
Congratulations.
Or pretzels is how you say in your language. And so everyone there harvests the trees that are made out of pretzels. It's very difficult to pull the pretzel from the bark. It's not easy, and it's dangerous. People have pretzel lung. And so that is part of why we are over there healing them and helping with that. And so her parents work as the pretzel miners, and she will too someday likely be a pretzel miner. That's how it generally works there.
Oh, it's
Well,
hard
when
work.
they're just like does one of these and like gets back into the writing seat, not wanting to be involved anymore.
Wow. His eyes really roll big, don't they? That's really something.
Yeah, he's a very dramatic man now. What will happen if your parents find out about this?
I don't know. I think they would. Well, let's just say I have a brother, and he doesn't talk to the family very much anymore. I think something happened between him and Mummy and Papaji, and they don't talk, and so they, how you say this? They like hold garbage. They hold trash. How do you say it?
Sanitation
They hold
workers.
sanitation wipes. No, sanitary
Baggage
napkins.
Workers.
No. Grudges. They hold grudges. Yes, my parents are very grudge-holding
I was
people.
thinking at all.
Yes.
I don't really.
But
So
yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
you see like Balwinder like get mad. In fact, he like slows the cart that has been slowly moving through Chand Bay. And it's just like, but if you didn't tell them, you didn't give them an opportunity to be okay with it. I could just, Auntie,
You don't
please.
understand. You don't understand. They're not your parents. They're my parents.
Okay, but you know, I am not a parent, but you just want your kid to be happy. And I would become more sad if my child kept a secret from me.
Would you?
Yeah, it would make me very sad.
That would make me so sad too if anyone kept a secret from me.
Well, then I'm glad nobody's keeping a secret from you.
So nobody's keeping secrets here. I get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm hoping this trip will help me. You see, I was born here, and then when I was about 18 months or so, we left. My parents said they wanted. I mean, I was just a baby, so I don't even know. But all I really know is that we were doing the Healers Without Borders thing, and I never been back to the homeland. But I have this memory, you know, from me as a baby. And in coming back here, smelling the smells and seeing the sights, it's bringing the memory back into my head of this mountain in the distance. And I know that there's some answers for me if I would go to the mountain.
So if I'm understanding this right, we have to turn you back into a baby? I don't.
I am very busy.
He could probably do that. He's an engineer. He could probably.
I probably could with some chrono magic for a little bit. It would, yeah.
Could
some
you
chrono
be
magic.
talking about Dardan?
I don't know the name, I just know the shape of the mountain.
You know, well, we have the winter house. I mean, there's summer house. I keep
Yeah,
forgetting.
you would know Dardan is a region of. In fact, can we get a map up for our plane?
I like a map.
Map? Where?
I will tap Butcha's head, and I'm going to cast Tinkering on Butcha, and Butcha's eyes will project the map in front of us.
Good boy.
But one of the balloons that's still floating in the marketplace with the porter
goblin, yeah.
disappears. Yeah.
Yeah. As you cast Tinkering on Butcha, he goes beep boop, yes, Papa. And then
I give him a kiss on the forehead, like through the map.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
he does
Thank
this
you.
proudly. Like he stands in the middle of you all and like assumes a position like he's gonna sing or put on a show for you all, and instead a map comes out of his eyes.
Very good, Butcha. Oh, very
He's also
nice.
been practicing the national anthem.
Oh, very nice. You should perform that tonight.
Oh my God, making kids perform.
Oh. This is really good. Do you want to see it here?
Yeah.
Sure.
Cute.
Right. Oh, this is excellent.
So Chanda Bay,
Right. So we're there.
that's where we picked up, and we're heading to Lakpan.
And now you can kind of see
Okay, cool.
the difference as this river, the River Soha, branches out. It becomes like, you know, it kind of naturally divides this part of the Viharian continent. You're in the northeastern part, into three sort of districts. At one point, they were kingdoms. If we think about it, Vihar really is a federation. So they still retain a lot of the culture from the old kingdoms, even though they're not monarchies anymore. Kind of like the EU.
Oh, yeah.
So did anybody Brexit?
Yeah. Cut that.
Fair enough.
Actually, no.
The Kohinoor is here. We took it back. We took the Kohinoor back.
So this map is displayed before you through Butcha's eyes.
I only know the shape, but it does look like these Dardan mountains could be
Beep boop, incorrect.
Dardan mountains.
No,
Dardan mountains.
no.
I'll get it later.
Bad uncle, bad uncle, bad
Sorry.
uncle.
Sorry, I'm working on it.
Stop.
Oh, wow. Okay. And I'm going to tap his head again and pull up a new visual of the list of uncles that we rank. And I'm just going to move you down.
And then Auntie takes a cursory glance and goes,
Oh my God!
the list is correct.
There's an uncle tier list.
I can't.
And let's be
I do not
honest,
endorse
there is an
this.
uncle tier list.
Yeah.
We all have an uncle that we're like, hi, uncle.
Hi, uncle. The one you give like a namaste from afar or
Yeah,
Sat Sri Akal from
hi.
afar. Like,
Yeah, hi. Please don't fucking talk to me.
Don't hug me. Yeah,
more
and
business advice.
Butcha like corrects you.
Yes, I'm happy to be corrected. Please. help me.
Tardan is not the name of mountain.
Oh, okay. Yes. No,
Fetching registry. Tardan
understand.
region.
right, region.
Former
Yes.
kingdom.
Former kingdom. Okay, got it. But I think these mountains in this area,
Mahangat.
what they said
So
is
cute.
Good auntie. Smart auntie.
I
Good
give-
auntie. Good auntie.
I give
good auntie.
Butcha a robot laddu.
Yeah.
What's a robot laddu?
It's made of like a bunch of gear parts and stuff. It's shaped like a laddu that I keep specifically for when Butcha is good.
so. I'm
Good
gonna,
auntie, best auntie, best auntie, best auntie, best auntie.
Okay, so she looks at the auntie list. She goes, that's right. Oh, Latika auntie is at the bottom. Okay.
so you're joy and laughter. I'm like sweating, and the idea of like being corrected is like starting to really like make my heart palpitate. But I'm like trying to like smile it off and be one with you guys. My tail's not having it and swipes at Butcha.
Roll to hit Butcha!
How dare! And I'm like, Pooch, no! But it's going for it.
It'll be an unarmed strike.
Okay. Which, by the
What's
way,
Butcha's AC?
13.
which amazingly, even if it hits, I think hits for 0. So
That's
An unarmed strike, I don't think hits for 0.
it doesn't. Okay.
No, it'll be
Isn't it
your
strength?
strength modifier.
Yeah, which is -1.
Oh.
So I think it hits for 0. But let's just see if it hits anyway.
Oh yeah, yours does hit for 0. That's funny.
12.
I think you said AC was 13. Yeah, oh no, I'm really gonna do this. I'm an evil DM. Punch smacks against Butcha's head. It does not hurt him or dent his armor, but he still registers it. You have a moment where Butcha is silent,
Pooch.
and then it starts. Ba 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 ba.
I'm so sorry.
Ba, and a little bit of oil starts to come.
Oh my God!
Sorry, and I just grab my tail and I'm like, what? Pooch, come on, we're just meeting these people for the first time.
Laddu auntie
so
takes her
sorry.
truffle and hits him. You hit my nephew! And is that a strike?
Yes.
That's amazing. Oh no, I got a nat 1.
Yeah, yeah, you're so upset. And as Ash ducks to like take care of his tail, the Juppel swings wide.
flies out the window.
No, it's just it's still in your hand, yeah.
If that had hit, my God. I put it back on. Don't
So
hit
sorry.
my robot
I
nephew.
didn't mean to. It's my tail just has. Sorry.
I don't care, control it.
Okay.
We all have to control things.
Yes, very good.
Good.
Tell me about this.
Such an auntie line. We all have
Control
to control things. Yeah, but just sits in your lap now.
I cast Blade Ward on you, Butcha. You have resistance against.
Yeah.
Against.
Uncle resistance.
stupid.
Uncle resistance.
We
Yeah,
all
yeah,
need
yeah.
a little uncle
Against
resistance.
bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage until your next turn.
Yeah. But just sits in your lap, holding the little mechanical laddu like a child chastised for no reason.
And Laddu auntie, eyes on you.
Oh,
My tail is just like quaking right now, like wanting to lash, and I'm like, it's cool. Maybe I should take a rest because it was a long journey.
As you say that, Butcha's eyes flicker and you notice the tier list is updated. Boop, 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 boop.
On bad uncles.
On bad uncles, and Ash moves further down, if that's okay with
Yeah,
you.
absolutely.
Yeah, do.
Honestly, I have no frame of reference. I don't know how long the list is, so it really is meaningless to me. But I
There
feel
are
bad.
some bad uncles on there.
I'm sure. I'll just relax and kind of close my eyes for a little bit.
Can I do an insight check and see if he's actually like, is that tail really have a mind of its own?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me an insight check to see
That's
if
kind
he's
of a
lying.
deep. I have no idea. I fail whatever role you choose for it to be.
Yeah, you can't tell if he's lying or if he just uses his tail to cover for bad behavior. You can't really discern.
So the mountain.
Unsure that you're talking to me, I then realize, oh, yes?
Tell us about the mountain.
Well, all I really know about the mountain is, well, this is what I remember. I was a baby, and I don't know what was wrong, but something was wrong in the house. I could feel fear. I could feel panic, and I could tell my parents were not okay. And all I could see was this mountain out the window in the distance, and that gave me calm. And it made it so I didn't cry, and the mountain gave me peace. That's all I know.
Can I make can I make a check? You decide which one, because I think it could be a few. to know, because Ismahan got the kind of like Kailash, you know, where people believe that.
Yeah, give me either history. Give me a history check.
Okay. I want to see if it's a mystical space. What was history? 18.
With an 18, you know that there is a mountain, Rock Dibba, in Mahan Ghat that is believed to have something there. You know, people go on pilgrimages up this mountain. It's a bit of a journey, but you know this to be true. In fact, you know someone who has made the journey. Balwinder.
I'm just going to keep that to myself for now and think on it. And I'm sorry you had wanted to sleep.
Yes, thank you.
Papa, Papa,
Yes, Bacha.
alarm,
What alarm?
reminder,
What reminder?
kitty party,
That's right.
kitty party,
That's right.
kitty party,
That's correct.
kitty party.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, this is Priya's week.
This is Priya's week?
This is the one you said you would go help.
Oh my God, this is why I don't leave the house. I need my calendar, my little books.
You don't need any of that. Butcha, go ahead and read out the report of the reminder that you're giving us.
Laddu auntie report, retrieve. Boop, 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 boop. Reservation, cater.
Oh God.
Auntie cater, auntie cater,
I have
auntie
to-
cater, auntie cater.
Okay, we'll fix this. Don't worry. Priya and I are close. I can tell her that you came down with something.
No, I don't want her to think I'm weak. Okay. So good.
No.
I'd rather fail her.
I'd rather
think I'm weak.
fail her ass. So this alarm is for now? This party is happening now?
It's happening tonight.
Tonight.
This is
Oh,
like
okay,
a
good.
reminder
Yeah.
you set so that
Okay.
you would know you had to go.
Okay, no, we can still make it happen.
Okay.
I'll do everything. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Well, we'll head there, and you know, we can make ourselves scarce for the kitty party, and make sure that happens. I'll make sure that my cousin is fully settled in.
Who's thinking about your cousin right now? I've got a cater.
Kitty parties are serious business for. Kitty parties are not parties for kitties. They're not parties for kittens. They are parties in which a time-honored Indian tradition, as well as a Vihari tradition, where women come together and have a social event with an entry fee. And you know that this pool goes to charitable causes, some of which are very close to Laddu Auntie and Sitara's heart. Now, you've graciously remembered that you've allowed your house to be the location of this kitty party since Priya's mansion is being renovated. And so, you make your way to Arcane Colony, home to some of the greatest inventors in Diwane. At least we'll see if they make it, because that's all we have time for this week on Desi Quest.
We did a thing.
We did a thing! Yay! Things have been done.
Things have been done. Things have been done. Things have been done. Things have been done. Oh, are we?
And now we're doing this.
I can't do it.
It's not gonna happen.
Things are getting more and more dangerous by the day. We're getting outnumbered.
Natural 20.
That's a nat 20.
A natural 20?
2 minus 2.
I had a stupid idea.
Threat detected. Threat detected.
What?
How dare you make a fool of that woman? How dare you conduct yourself this way? Auntie, I can explain.
Who am I hitting?
I am going to tear you thread from thread.
This was a heel turn the DM, was not expecting.
Yes. Don't ever try to kiss me!
The woods seem to come alive around you. It's not about me, and it's not about you anymore. This is bigger than all of us now. I hope you enjoyed the show as much as we loved making it. But it wasn't just our love that made it possible. This show would not be what it is without our friends at Karana Foods, the Spark of Ages podcast, Hero Forge, Lethal Shadows, Dogmite, Die Hard Dice, Dimension 20 and Dropout, Critical Role and Darrington Press's Candela Obscura, Misty Mountain Gaming, Black Magic Design, B. Raja Studios, Fonco Studios, all of our 2,608 Kickstarter backers, all of our Patreon backers, past and present, this amazing cast, and the absolutely tireless and talented crew. ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਬਿਨਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੁਝ ਵੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ.
Hey, join me and Omar for the Desi Quest After Show podcast, The Tea Kettle, where we'll spill the chai and go deep on each episode with special guests from behind and in front of the camera.
Tea Kettle episodes are exclusive to our Patreon backers, so go hit up the Desi Quest Patreon, support us being able to make more while getting this way cool deep dive on the show and the world.
Episode 1, take 1.
So excited to see you all soon.
This is gonna be
There's a lighting kit?
cute as hell.
We can't afford a lighting kit.
I'm gonna scream.
What is this, Euphoria?
All I know is this chai is damn good.
Damn.
Is this more Kiri chai? Is one of the NPCs gonna be a Parley G baby?
I just realized it's
I'm not gonna kick the camera. I'm not gonna kick the camera. You know, it's good that this show's edited.
Wow, so many names to thank. 8-Bit D, what? Adam Vision, oh, you're the best.
What do you think about freaking Carl D. Hammond?
Ekta, oh my gosh, how is everything going? Good? Okay, good.
Jenny the Jester Kirkuff. Sounds like a call sign from Top Gun, and I appreciate that.
By the way, in case you weren't really aware, Michael Chapman, big thank you. And Mahir Shah, big thank you. And here's something that's interesting that I discovered is Nayan Shah also gets a big thank you.
And Zara Med, yes, I will, we do validate, I'll get your car right now.